It's dangerous when I do this, but sometimes I think, and I was thinking today.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be fun for a little while to be a fan of a team like Alabama.
Okay.
Maybe Ohio State.
Yeah.
Currently Georgia. But would it really? I mean, we can all say yes going into the season knowing that you are likely to win every game.
Right.
Or have a really good chance to. You will be favored in every game, and you really will only be tested about 3 times over the course of the season.
And almost all of it at the end of the season.
And almost all of it at the end of the year. It's kind of a boring lot in life, if you think about it.
It is more. They don't have. I'm with you.
We've talked about this, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no joy.
The more I think about it, the more you're right. Because what's so great about the season, a football season, for most people. Take the Saints, for example. The Saints are hopefully going to play 17 games that matter. Every single Sunday will matter, and every single team that the Saints play can beat them. Every single one on the schedule. Every game will matter, and every game is losable, and every game is really cool when you win. How many losable games does Alabama have? Truly losable football games do they have on their schedule? 3? 4?
3?
No more than 3.
Out of 12.
No more than 3.
So
yeah, I mean, unlikely, but A&M's losable.
It
Unlikely, but LSU is losable. Auburn is a rivalry game, so that's always a possibility. I need to know more from Ole Miss before I put that into the losable category for Alabama. Not expecting them to lose, but is there a scenario where it could happen? I don't know what Ole Miss is going to look like by mid-November. I mean, do they race out to a 7-0 start, get a ton of confidence, win, 2 of those next 3, and then just sit there and, I don't know.
I think
probably not.
I think that it would be fun.
I need to see more.
It'd be fun to be a fan of a team like that for a few years for sure. But then, after year 2 or year 3, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You have no joy. T-Bob Hebert talked about this. He's like, it's just like work. Like you just show up and I go through the paces, I go through what I'm supposed to go through, and then there's the result.
I get a really nice paycheck at the end of the month.
Yeah. The bonus at the end of the year is fantastic, but you lose the joy of college. What's the joy of Mississippi State if they beat Alabama this year? What is that like for Mississippi State fans? But Alabama fans beat Mississippi State, and they're just like, who cares?
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Yeah. When you talk about the playoff is all that matters, for the schools that are in the playoff, it's true.
Yeah. And they have this fan mindset where, we don't celebrate after wins because we're supposed to win. It's like they have built this into their pride where, we don't celebrate wins because we're supposed to win, and that's why we're different. It's like, no, you sound boring.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
That's boring.
So here you go, C-Spire text line. It was fun being a fan of LSU in 2019. Do you need something great? You knew something great was going to happen every game.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely being a fan of LSU in 2019 was fun. But part of the reason it was fun was because it's not like that every single year. I'm just kind of looking at the grid of SEC schedules. And Alabama goes into a year with a singular expectation, and that's to win a national championship. And anything short of that with this team that some people are calling the most talented Nick Saban has ever had, anything short of a national championship for Alabama fans this season will be a disappointment. But just going alphabetically, Arkansas. And think about, pretty big game against Cincinnati. They think they're going to win it. They're favored. That's a losable game. Stakes are high right out of the gate. You got to bring your A game.
And when they win, they're going to be pumped.
They're going to be fired up. Week 2, South Carolina, home SEC game. You get a break in week 3 against Missouri State. Then it's A&M in Dallas. Then Alabama rolls into town. What if Arkansas is 4-0?
Right.
When Alabama rolls into town.
That's what we're talking about. That's what you want to have.
And then a road trip to Mississippi State. If it doesn't go well against Alabama, you look at that, you're like, man, This is our opportunity to get right. We got to play well, got to go on the road, got to go get it done on the road. And the week after that, holy cow, we got over the hump against Mississippi State, and now we got to go to freaking Provo. You better be on point for that one. And then an open date and a road trip to Auburn, and Liberty's not. I mean, that's a better than average non-conference game. And then LSU and Ole Miss and Missouri. Arkansas every single week outside of what week?
They've got 10 games
3 against Missouri State.
Yeah, they've got 10 games that they can, you think, win anyway. They will be high in anticipation before the game, and if they win that game, it will be celebratory. 10 of those games. That is more fun than 4 or 3 of those games, regardless of what happens at the end of the season.
You're saying Missouri State and Liberty or not?
Yeah. I mean, they should win both of those games comfortably.
Should.
And you don't, you're not pumped up when you beat Missouri State, even though you know who the coach at Missouri State is, right?
Yes.
So there's a little spice on that one.
Yeah,
But
there's a little
extra
flair,
juice in the
a little
building.
cachet.
Yeah.
you want to embarrass that guy.
Right.
But that's not satisfying. It's more like closure.
I feel like Auburn is going into this season with a feeling of despair. So if you're ranking the available feelings going into the year, excitement and hopefulness is number 1, expecting to win every game is number 2, and then despair kind of sucks.